guys, I'm Emma and I'm telling it like it is, with a bunch of sarcasm and a drop of exaggeration. So, vacations. When you're supposed to spend all the money you've made, kick back, relax, and let your hair down. Sometimes. But really, vacations can be just as stressful, if not more stressful than work. In fact, planning a vacation in and of itself is work, and you have yet to meet the obstacles awaiting you further down this vacation road. Let's look at it all together, shall we? So, 12 reasons why vacations are overrated. 1. Vacations are expensive. I don't care if you take a plane or go camping in your own backyard. Vacations cost money. Not only are you not working, so you're not bringing any more ka-ching in, but you're also usually rapidly spending it. From what I gather, some people work to go on vacation and they vacation to avoid work, which is temporary because they eventually need to go back and make some more money. It's a vicious cycle, apparently. Here's what I would recommend. Work a job that you learn to enjoy. I mean, I'd rather enjoy most hours of every single day than wait to be happy on a vacation, and maybe be disappointed as... 2. Vacations can be stressful. When has organizing anything ever been fail-proof? Flights get delayed, food poisoning happens, and expectations can be sorely unmet. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but stuff happens. Life happens. Peaceful vacations don't always happen. Now, vacationing can be stressful solo, but think of the stress of vacationing in a group, where somebody's bad mood can easily ruin a whole day, and longer. And if you travel alone, there's the feelings of loneliness or chances of getting kidnapped, you know. So, damned if you do and damned if you don't. This is an actual English expression, swearing police and concerned parents everywhere, so no, don't misconstrue this as swearing, please. And now, here's another important point when traveling with other people. 3. Vacations can lead to fights. Vacationing in groups is supposed to be about spending time together, but unless that person is your exact photocopy in interests, you will at some point not agree on what to do together. The more people added to the equation, the less agreement to be had, and being roped into an activity can lead to serious side effects such as discontentment, resentment, arguments. Hey, serious things, people. Dr. Emma knows. And no, I'm not actually a doctor. Want a clear example? Traveling as a family. Different ages, different interests, different levels of patience and maturity, different tolerance in not getting what you want 24/7. Yay! 4. Hotel beds. Some of them resemble hospital beds in my very humble experience. If it's not the pillow that's uncomfortable, it's the mattress, the blankets, the heavy duvet, the squeaky bed frame. I could go on. And then there's also the other issues with the different hotel rooms I've encountered. Too hot, too cold, window doesn't open, is broken open, shower is too cold, hot, not even producing water. You know, all kinds of glorious things that can and will go wrong, because the Murphy and Murphy's Law doesn't take any vacations. Apparently. 5. All included, not included. You know, when an all-included resort doesn't actually include everything. Why are the coolest activities and the restaurants with actual good food not included? All expenses paid? You gotta be kidding me. 6. The joys of packing. Here are the rules of packing in my experience. You will, 1. Forget to pack 2 important items. 2. Forget your phone charger in some room along the way. 3. Run out of gum or meds. 4. Pack a set of clothes you won't wear because it's too hot, cold, sunny, rainy, whatevery. This isn't rocket science, okay? Just a few good years of experience. Or bad, however you want to look at it. And now, in parallel, the joys of... 7. Lost or stolen items. If it isn't exactly your fault, something did disappear somehow, and this is the category it falls into. According to myself, the all-wise, all-knowing Emma. You know I'm right, deep down somewhere. Anyways, somehow a vacation appears to be about releasing some pressure, but also about releasing some of your possessions back into the world to never be seen again. Dun dun dun. I guess it just can't be helped. Easy come, easy go, I guess. Or if you've checked my bank account, hard to come by, easy go. 8. Traveler's shots. Honestly, it can be hard to tell what's necessary and what's overkill. It would be just so great to have a crystal ball to find out which illnesses you will get if you don't get those shots. Help a person out by planning appropriately, you know? I'm trying to be responsible, but on a budget. And now onto the joys of... 9. Being sick in another country. This could range from not feeling well to nearly dying. and can be caused by not getting the aforementioned shots to getting into an accident, gastro, sickness, food poisoning, something. So many ways to feel horrible in so little vacationing time. Yay. And of course, being away from home, on a different diet, adjusting to a different time zone, all these different factors can only help, right? Now, it's not all doom and gloom. I've eventually come back home in relatively one piece from each vacation I've ever been on. So far. Knock on wood, as I've just jinxed myself hardcore. 10. Language barriers. So many places, so little time to learn every single language spoken on this planet. And learning a language is always a relative thing. I've seen many a person with English as their first language having atrocious spelling. But if a language isn't your first language, there's a world of a difference between speaking a language, reading a language, writing in a language, joking in a language, arguing in a language, thinking in a language. And knowing vocabulary is different from being able to string along full sentences and dealing with any eventuality thrown your way. And even if you can speak a foreign language, it might not be to your benefit to have them know that. Case in point, I know some Spanish, and I was traveling in Latin America. There I was, on a hot, sweaty day, wearing some old pants and a baggy shirt after working in a field, trying to buy myself some fruit at a market. Since the seller was stumbling about in English, I facilitated the convo by speaking some Spanish of my own. Let's just say I had 5 prospective husbands in the span of 5 seconds, and no fruit to my name. To boot. I was flattered, slightly creeped out, but mostly very hungry. 10. Transportation sickness. Oh, this is just so me. Here is why I hate every mode of transportation known to man. 1. Cars and 4-wheeled vehicles. Simple. Car sickness. Plus 2, I've been in 1 accident and 1 was enough. Thank you very much. 2. Planes. My ears block over like there's no tomorrow, and the same happens to babies, apparently. So, I'm internally wailing, and they're externally wailing. Plus 2, I've seen way too many plane crash movies and TV shows for my mind not to go fatalistic. 3. Boats. My first experience on a boat was of everyone on board vomiting. Since then, I get seasick looking at water move, even just in a glass that's in front of me. Or even when I think about water, and thinking about the water I've just consumed going into my stomach makes me seasick of myself. I swear to God. 4. Bikes. Too much effort. Seriously. Honestly, I think I only really like trains. But then not every place is a train ride away. 11. Planning trips. Isn't there something counterintuitive on working to organize a vacation? I mean, someone's gotta do it so that it works out, but still. Also, too, I may be an organized person, but that doesn't actually mean I like organizing things. I really enjoy having someone else take care of the details. Not because I'm lazy, but because I use a vacation as a way to turn off my brain, my phone/clock, and then I spend obscene amounts of time doing relatively nothing. I operate at 2 levels, I guess, overproductive or non-productive. And that's the way I like it. 12. Sunburns. The sun either A, burns me, especially my poor little shoulders, or B, doesn't affect me at all, as I suddenly have impervious skin. And no, I don't tan. If I only knew if it was going to be an A day or a B day, I'd just apply sunscreen in consequence. Because, that stuff is expensive and sticky and takes time to put on and leave streaks, and you get the point. 13. The sand of doom. Alright, I haven't talked about beaches yet, but I absolutely hate beaches. It's not only because I hate swimming, because I hate just chilling, and because I get seasick just watching water move. The real enemy is the sand. I am serious here. Why is sand the enemy? Because 1, it gets super hot when it's nice outside, which is when you usually go to the beach anyways. 2, it's rough on my poor little footsies. 3, it's on a diabolical mission of world domination by infiltrating its way into clothes, shoes, sandals, butts, everywhere. And it has teamed up with water to make it even more portable. Look, sand, I am hip to your little game, and I disapprove. I feel it's also my duty to report this to others. You're welcome. Now, as much as vacations aren't perfect, if someone offers me a free trip, and not one of those scams, I'll take it. Anyone? No one? Well, at the very least, like my video and subscribe to my channel. And don't tell me you can't do that. And tell me, what's your fave vacationing spots? That way, I'll have ideas for my next vacation. They may be overrated, but I do like them all the same. Thanks, guys.